Hi, my name is Reid Carmichael. I'm a TESL student at Douglas College, and I went to Aguascalientes for the TESL practicum in Mexico. It was offered fully first day in class in the TESL room. Gordana, who's the coordinator of the program, just came and told our class that we had the opportunity to go. And I thought it was a great opportunity to get some more practice teaching, as well as get to go on a trip to Mexico. Like, who can complain about that? The TESL certificate from Douglas, as well as the TESL Canada certificate, which is offered to you after you finish your TESL diploma or certificate program, gives you the skills to teach English as an additional language in an English-speaking country. That's primarily what the goal is to prepare you to teach English in an English classroom in a country that speaks English. TEFL is a little different. It's teaching English as a foreign language. So if you get certified to do that, you can go teach overseas in countries where classrooms are filled with students who all speak the same language, as opposed to in a Canadian English language classroom where everybody speaks different languages. So there's challenges associated with both. I think doing both is a great opportunity, again, to travel. Just with TESL, you can teach in Australia, in the UK, in Canada, the United States, anywhere that English is the primary language. So teaching at the Language Center was primarily in the evenings. The classes there are free. And they're offered to adults. The teachers that teach there also teach during the daytime at other schools. So primarily it's in the evening, late afternoon, when people can be off work and come and learn some English. There were a few afternoon classes, so usually my day would start from like 2:30 to 8. I wouldn't be teaching that whole time, but I'd be on campus. Because if I had a 2:30 class, we'd be teaching at Grupo Modelo, where English classes are offered to Modelo employees. But for teaching at the Language Center itself, it was mostly in the evenings, 5 to 8 o'clock usually we got out. Yeah. Which gives you lots of time in the daytime to go explore the city, which is great. Getting my itinerary sorted out was my first priority. Getting some time with the resources at Douglas College so that I had some foundation for teaching, because again, I didn't have a lot of experience. I communicated a lot with the professors that are running the TESL program that gave us lots of resources and lots of skills to bring with us. And I also had to mentally prepare myself a little bit for missing reading week, because that would have been a nice break. TESL's really intensive, but it was worth it, 100%. So it's, no complaints. Oh wow, there were so many. The food was great, but I think probably the best part of being there was getting the opportunity to teach and meet fellow teachers who had some great advice and materials to give us. It was a great opportunity. The challenges I had were probably mostly in the classroom. I still didn't have a lot of experience. I think I only had 2 of my practicum hours done at Douglas, so I was just sort of thrown into everything. Beyond that, we had some technical difficulties with the fire alarm. That was pretty difficult, but we got through it. It was a good learning experience for us as well as the administrators, I'm sure, at UTR. Yeah, so at the Language Center, none of the students spoke English very well. I mean, there were some that were in a little bit higher level, but it was a little more challenging than teaching here because everyone spoke Spanish. So it was very easy for them to revert away from practicing English in the classroom, which was a little difficult to overcome. In fact, they would ask me questions in Spanish and I'd have to be like, I don't speak Spanish, you gotta ask me in English. Experience teaching. Also just the opportunity to see a gorgeous city, try wonderful food, meet wonderful people. Go. There's no reason not to. You can we got some funding, some scholarships that helped us pay for the trip, and it was a great experience. Do it. Well, when I started the TESL program, my goal was to eventually do TEFL as well, which is teaching English as a foreign language, so that I would have job opportunities in Canada if I decided to stay here, but also so that I could travel. And this gave me some insight into what teaching in another country is like. I made some great connections with people from UTR for networking purposes. I think I'm taking a lot with me into my future career, just from this week-long experience, which is great. Yeah, I'd do it again tomorrow. If Douglas wants to take me the next time, they're welcome to. I'm in.